The worst feeling a man can have isn't failure. It's knowing he's capable of more. Knowing there's a better life out there. Knowing there's a version of himself he hasn't become yet. And feeling completely stuck on how to get there. Every day, millions of men wake up with that feeling. They go to work, they pay their bills, they make it through another day, yet deep down, something feels off. They feel restless, like they're meant for something bigger, like they're capable of more, but they can't figure out what that thing is. And that uncertainty follows them everywhere, into their careers, into their relationships, into the quiet moments when they're alone with their thoughts. Because most men aren't lazy, they're lost. And there is a difference. Society loves to tell men that the problem is discipline. That if they would just wake up earlier, work harder, and stay focused, their lives would magically improve. But if laziness is really the problem, then why are so many men obsessed with self-improvement? Why do they spend hours watching motivational videos? Why do they research business ideas late at night? Why do they save workout plans they never start? Why do they constantly think about becoming better? Lazy people don't spend their lives thinking about becoming more. The truth is, most men desperately want a better life. They want purpose. They want meaning. They want something worth chasing. The desire is there. The effort is there. The ambition is there. What's missing is direction. The problem is they don't know what that thing is. So all of their energy gets scattered. One month, it's fitness. The next month, it's entrepreneurship. Then it's investing. Then it's content creation. Then it's another self-improvement trend. They're constantly searching, constantly moving, constantly looking for the thing that will finally make everything click. But without direction, all that effort becomes frustration. Because energy without a target doesn't create progress. It creates confusion. And eventually, they mistake confusion for laziness. For most of human history, men had a clear role, a clear mission, a clear purpose. They learned skills from older men. They contributed to their communities. They built things that mattered. And their responsibilities gave them direction. Today, that clarity is gone. Modern life offers endless choices. You can become anything. You can do anything. You can pursue 1,000 different paths. And at first, that sounds like freedom. But for many men, it becomes paralysis. Because when every path is available, choosing one becomes incredibly difficult. And the fear of choosing the wrong path often prevents people from choosing any path at all. Add social media into the mix, and the problem gets even worse. Every day you're exposed to people who seem more successful. They're more disciplined, they're more attractive, they're more accomplished. You see these luxury lifestyles, these perfect physiques, successful businesses, expensive cars, and over time, you begin comparing their highlight reel to your everyday reality. That's a game nobody wins. Because the more you compare, the more you convince yourself that you're falling behind. A man without direction doesn't just lose time. He loses confidence. Because confidence isn't built by consuming information. It's built by moving towards something meaningful. Every unfinished project creates more frustration. Every abandoned goal creates more doubt. And every year spent drifting makes it harder to believe in yourself. Eventually, many men begin asking themselves a dangerous question. Maybe I'm just not capable. But that's rarely the truth. The truth is, they've spent years trying to move forward, without knowing where forward actually is. We think we need more motivation, but motivation was never the answer. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you'll feel unstoppable, other days you'll feel exhausted, and that's normal. What actually changes a man's life is purpose, because purpose creates consistency, purpose creates discipline, purpose gives suffering meaning. A man with a mission doesn't need to be pushed every morning. He wakes up already moving, not because it's easy, not because he feels inspired, but because he knows exactly what he's building. So, if you've been feeling stuck lately, stop asking yourself, how do I become more motivated? Instead, ask, what am I building? Because most men aren't lazy, they're lost. And the moment a man finds a mission worth chasing, everything begins to change. His focus changes. His confidence changes. His discipline changes. Not overnight, but one step at a time. Because once a man has a direction, he no longer needs to wander. He can finally begin becoming the person he was meant to be.